position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give. Gets it past the marker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to throw. It's best. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's got him. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. And the ball's free in the backfield. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Allen. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback and have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
And he loses the football on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Allen. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The play action fake. Flips it out to the back. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Carter. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Toss sweep right. Creates a little room. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Allen. Makes the grab on the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Dances away. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Got it in the middle. It's Gideon. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
The give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Close to the marker, it's Gideon. Smashes through the tackle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Here's the handoff. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback making checks. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Looking to throw its best. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of hands.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to pass, it's Best. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Catch in the middle, it's Gideon. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give them some space. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to throw, it's Allen. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Mooney.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to keep it in the air. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Allen. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The lone back's got it. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Carter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Dropping back, it's Allen. Oh, they're after him! Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Noles! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown, LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little... There he goes! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of them. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
connection to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Quick handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll leave it with him.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line. It's Waddle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The give on the inside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, he's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap 1st down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the 1st down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And you want that clock to run. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing, to fumble in that situation, and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though this team's going to be leaving here with an end.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Allen. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
LSU.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The quarterback takes a snap and takes it.